Hello guys, you alright? Red Pill Phil, how are you doing? Hope you're good. Big thank you to all usual new and old subscribers. Much appreciated, hope you're resonating. Okay, right. I'd kind of come home today full of gusto, thinking to myself, right, I'm going to get the kids out of the way, get myself sorted out. I'm going to shoot a quick video in regards to informing people what I'll be doing this weekend, which is talking about going up to Edinburgh, 25th of November. It's going to be Veterans Against Terrorism, a much worthy cause. And I probably will shoot a video, so I don't want to say too much about that. But upon approaching the time to do it, I took just a few minutes out to kind of look at a few comments and whatnot, because, I'm not always available just to answer comments soon as they're done, because I've got so many videos, so many different comments, and so many subscribers from all over the world. So they comment at all different times. So sometimes I don't get to comments till late. Sometimes I don't answer comments. Depends on what the topic is about. And that's just granted. I'm sure every YouTuber is the same. With the amount of volume of comments, you can't physically reply to them all, so you do have to pick and choose. Some people want to say things, some people are not happy with you, some people want to show you and point you in a certain direction, some people want to use your channel to kind of openly disagree with you. So openly, you should put me on your channel so I can debate you. And it's like, well, why should I do that? Really? You open your own pissing channel. I don't go on people's channels and saying I disagree with you and I'm going to use your medium to prove you wrong. So there's some comments I just ignore. Just positivity. I just deal with positivity. I don't deal with negative stuff. If I'm in the wrong, I will hold my hand up and I will concede. If people make valid points, I will agree to that point. And people know with the comments I've made, I kind of do try and come from it from both sides. I'm not always right. I am just one person's opinions. But people seem to think, as soon as you put a YouTube channel up, people seem to think that everything you put out, you're professing to be God. I'm not. I'm not at all. So, like I say, I don't always reply to comments as speedily as I'd like. I do apologise for that. I do try and get back to people if it's in a positive vein. Now, what I do find when it comes to comments, that I find comments words are words, so I'm not really too fussed. But it seems to be, I do have subscribers that totally don't agree with me. And they've obviously subscribed thinking, right, I'm going to keep my eye on everything he does, and I'm just going to literally put nasty comments and bad comments out every time he puts a video out. And that's fine. People are going to do that. You can't stop them doing it. I'm not going to censor them. I'm not even going to remove the comment, not unless it's really nasty. I've done that once or twice, and I won't do it. I will take a lot of comments. I'll just leave them. I tend to not answer them. And what tends to find is fellow subscribers that are supporting the cause tend to jump in on my behalf. Now, thank you, but the best remedy I always find is ignore them, because they'll go away. It's just like a bad fart. Make a big deal out of it, and then bloody all hell breaks loose. Other than that, just let the wind take it on out of there. That's the best thing. So, like I say, I was all up for really making a video today. And then I just happened to look at a few comments. Now, there was on my last video, which was, let me get the wording of the title, covertly, are our freedoms diminishing in front of our eyes? Now, it's had a good few views, a hell of a lot of good likes, and a few thumbs down, which you're going to get, but the percentage is quite high. So people have generally liked it. Now, I don't normally pin comments, if something really resonates, and sometimes because I'm busy, there's a lot of stuff I don't do with this channel that I should really do. I should really hold me in, but I'm a busy man, I'm a family man, blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to say, oh, well, I'm just trying to say I can't do everything. So, but I do feel people do appreciate that. They don't expect me to be the expert YouTuber. I am trying. And I am trying to develop my YouTubing skills a little bit more, but at the same time, I do feel the basics are more important than the actual fundamentals, which is making it all glossy. Just getting the raw information out there is important. So that's why I've kind of not been too bothered about getting in and trying to make a big production out of what should be just a small kind of informational clip. But I am getting more into that, so I am going to try and do more of that. So, going back, a guy makes a comment 2 days ago. The guy 123 UBUNTU666. It's a mad ID, but there you go. And he's put, for those that see Phil as some kind of working class hero, step out of your boundaries. Thinking like this gives them power. Phil is above all that. If all you can do is think in working class, etc., then fuck that. Phil has something those in power fear. A thinking mind. An ability to go against his class and his colour. This man will always get ahead, and not just because of his hard work. And by the way, I don't know this person, I've not paid him either, but it sounds like I have so far. And it's not my wife. Don't paint Phil to be some kind of representative of your class. I just have had the misfortune to listen to some sad white wankers in my local pub whilst waiting for my bus. Fuck me. Phil just gives it from the heart. That is why folks love him. Okay? Now, I put a big heart on that and I pinned it. Okay? Now, if I can skip straight to my comment. Now, I'm not sure how much time elapsed before I might have got to his comment straight away. Now, if I did, that was just luck of the draw. It's not like, oh, well, you made a good comment, so I'll answer to you. It doesn't work like that. Okay, I've put, my friend, you are the first person to articulate my position on the subject. And very well at that. This is not a class or colour issue, but a human issue. Thanks. Okay? Now, in hindsight, the one thing I didn't mention was the fact that he made that comment about white wankers, sad white wankers. Okay? That kind of went over my head, I will admit, because I didn't take it in full context. Now, I'm not assuming anything by that. People may assume that because he said sad white wankers, the guy is black or the guy is mixed race. I don't know that. I've got no evidence to suggest that. Now, you can presume that because he said that, but I've always been brought up to think presumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. So the last thing I'm going to do is presume anything. He said a comment that I would not say. That's all I can really say there. Now, you can say, you know what, you should have mentioned that in the comment. Yeah, I will hold my hands up to that. But I was not kind of honed in on that little section. Yeah? I was honed in on the positive aspects of what he was saying, because what he was saying was not building a picture of someone who is anti-racist or racist against white people. It is building a picture of someone who's trying to say, just step back. Don't just, and I got on that. So I almost missed that comment. So I do apologise if anyone took offence to that. Now I'm backtracking and I'm defending. Now this is the whole point of political correctness, how arguments tend to stop straight away because you're backtracking. So I do apologise. I should have noticed it, and I probably should have said, Geezer, yeah, I totally agree with it. I'm going to pin that comment, but it's unfortunate that you put that sad white wanker in there. But at the same time, I was not in that pub. I don't know what colour this guy is, and I don't know whether he's got full justification of actually saying that. Not to say that you're right to say white wanker. It's up to him on his words, and let him break his words down and justify it. Now, I'm not saying he's right for saying it. I'm just trying to be as fair and as accurate on the whole matter as possible. But I do agree, I probably should have said something, even if it was light-hearted, to say, maybe I don't agree with that comment. Yeah? So I agree with that. Hold my hands up. And I didn't in that comment. I honed in on the positive aspect and I pinned it. Yeah? So maybe some people have construed that to say, oh, well, that's it. You agree then all people are sad wankers. So this is where presumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. People presume things and then they jump straight in without going through the thought processes. Although, on the face of it, yeah, I can see how people have maybe seen their ass a little bit and got a bit upset about that. Granted, if the role was reversed, yeah, I can see totally what you're saying. So, thumbs up to that. I'm not disagreeing with anyone, yeah? Probably a lapse on my part, and it wasn't something I overlooked on purpose because, oh, he's not talking about my race. I happen to be married to a white lady, you know. I happen to have plenty of white friends, be it female, male, you know, young, old, all types. I've had very many inspirational people over the time of my life that have been white people, black people, brown people of all different ethnicities. This is why I've come to the conclusion I've come to, that we are all human beings. I don't really react to a comment like that if I don't see it in that vein, if that makes any sense. And because he wasn't talking in racist terms, he said one comment that was in regards to a situation he was in. Now, that situation he was in, for all intents and purposes, might not have been a nice situation. So I can't really pull him up, because then I would really be judgmental on an issue that when I wasn't there. So, but you're right. I'm probably overstating the fact, but I've got to say it. And this is why I'm saying this video, because this pissed me off, right? So, we've had a couple of different comments. And it's fair play. You know, this is what it's all for. I don't mind anyone putting anything up. Now, I kind of went about my business and I've not really replied for a couple of days. So, we've had another one. I'm not going to say his name. Sad white wankers, you fucking what, mate? Right? Hold on, let me just go back here. I might have just sussed them out. No, okay. Yep, sad white wankers, you fucking what, mate? And then another guy, I agree. Laugh out loud. So at least this geezer's got a little bit of a sense of humour and seen the lighter side of it, or seen that it's not really meant in the vein in which what some people have took it. Very racist thing to say. Yep, all right. I can see what he's saying about that. I agree. It's not very nice. Not very nice. Right. Great Brit. This is someone who's answering. Right. Heard it off a Sikh in a mosque, blah, blah, blah. That's just kind of a joke to that. And then this is where it starts. This is a day ago. So this is, I think, the original comment was 2 days ago. This was a day ago. So he's put, sad white wankers. This is a white country, you piece of shit. Get used to it or get the fuck out. Now, I don't know who he's referring to there. So whether he's referring to the original person, I reckon he is, because he's the one who's written it. And he's put piece of shit, so he's not put it in plural. So he's put as in one. So I'm assuming, not presuming, I'm assuming, surmising, that the guy's talking about the original writer, okay? But he's made the mistake. Presumption. He might be right, but he's still presuming, because there's nothing to say what ethnicity or what colour this guy was, yeah? Just because he said white, I can say, oh, look at that sad black git over there. Now, if I said that on the phone, someone wouldn't know that I'm mixed race and said that, so they would presume I'm white. So I'm just saying, he's in dangerous ground here. He might be right, but he's in dangerous ground. He hasn't got the proof to say and go as far as he's going, but he's gone there, right? So he's called him a piece of shit, and he's said, get the fuck out. All because of one statement. When the actual guy was saying a positive statement, he just kind of said a negative statement about some probably unintelligent geezers, the way they've come across, right? So, not the cleverest thing, but you'll agree with the rest of the guy's comment, the way he's articulated himself. He's not ignorant, he's not a dickhead by any means. He's just come out with something that's probably, yeah, in hindsight, maybe I should have worded it a bit different, you know what I mean? So fair enough, yeah? Right, if anyone is sad here, it is you. Oh no. If anyone is sad here, it is you sad fuckers that could not even build a decent society to live in. So who's he referring to there? So you took the easy option and leech off the sad white man. Go fuck yourself. So is he talking to me or is he talking to this geezer? It sounds like he said sad fuckers, so at that first point he's used plural there. So I'm now a sad fucker. Now I agree, in hindsight, I should have pulled him to task. I did not see it. But now I'm a sad fucker. Now I've took the easy option. So you can see how he's gone into dangerous waters here now. He's in some kind of fucking quicksand here. And I'm like, right, I'll hold my hands up. It was a comment, but at the same time, I'm not agreeing with that. But, so then he's obviously not happy with that. He's had to carry on. This is a totally separate comment, but on the same day. So whether it was just after or what, he must have been still fucking bubbling after that. Obviously, calling us, you know, telling us to go fuck ourselves and calling this geezer a piece of shit and telling this geezer to get the fuck out of the country. He's not got it out of his system. He needs to get more out. So he's put, your friend is he? When he says sad white wankers, you entitled pair of fucks, are in a white country. Get the fuck out if you think lowly of white people whose society you leech off without the sacrifices our ancestors made. Yeah? Not yours. That's what he's put. Unsubscribed. I'm sick of ungrateful minorities and the hatred and racism that claim not to possess. Yet we all know is there. Minorities are the most racist of all. Yeah? I am sick of ungrateful minorities and the hatred, racism they claim not to possess. Yet we all know is there. Minorities are the most racist of all. You should have kicked this piss weak muppet to touch Phil. I'm not impressed. Well, that's fucking clear, mate. You couldn't have made that any more clearer. So where does that leave me now? Because to me, I've had all kinds of comments calling me Nignog, Uncle Tom, nigger, Nazi, going against your own sort. And I've took all that and I've laughed at it because I know what I'm seeing is not a colour thing. If you're stood next to me and you come across in a decent way, no matter the colour of your skin, you are a fellow human. You're not a white person. You're not a yellow person. You're not whatever. You are a human being. That's the way I've always seen it. And that from the moment I've started this, that's the way I've professed it to be. I've not took either side. Because one, I can't. I've got one of each as a parent. Yeah? So why would I take sides on this issue? But this guy said a comment. 99.999% of it I agreed with. One bit of it, no, it's not right to say that. But I wasn't there. But to say white, you could have just said sad wankers who happen to be white. That's probably more semantical. Yeah, I'm all on semantics. So yeah, it was unsemantical what the geezer said. Now, this geezer's reaction, that's more of a problem to me than what the other geezer said. But, you know, all of a sudden turning like that. Now, what I've said to him, because I've not seen all this, I've just read all this a day later. Like I say, I was about to go and shoot a clip. Yeah, let's go. This is where I'm going weekend, guys. I can't wait. And then I've read that. And I thought, you fucking what? And then it's ironic that 16 hours ago, Vincent79 has put, Phil, I can see you as a future Prime Minister. Freaking hell. I don't know whether that's going to happen, mate. Right. So I've put 13 minutes ago, in answer to the fact that his last line, he's not impressed. So I've carried it on. So I see, mate. Maybe you're right. Hold on, let me get the read more bit. Okay. Maybe you're right. I should have instantly pulled him up on that comment, to be honest. That was something he said firstly, not me. When I agreed with what he said, I agreed in terms of thinking outside of the box. Not categorising people. Nothing whatsoever about anyone being a white wanker. Yeah? That's me. That's my personal opinion. I have a white wife and 2 beautiful children to her. So why would I agree to that? They was his words. I was not there. I had nothing to do with it. If you have unsubbed, I'm totally fine with that. And that's fine. If anyone else wants to unsub, fine. If all he is what would unsub, fine. Fine, I'll go back to painting my walls. Because I ain't taking this shit. I'm telling you now. Yeah? But I agree. If you're not happy, you're not happy. But I've got the right to not be happy as well when people do this. So put that in context. So why would I agree to that? They were his words. I was not there. I had nothing to do with it. If you have unsubbed, I am totally fine with that, pal. To be fair, I think your reaction was way too strong without getting an explanation from either party. You just jumped in. And I hope that now I have explained exactly what I was agreeing to, you may see my position differently. If not, I respect that. And I respect anyone, even though I've explained how I feel. If you still think whatever, I respect that. Yeah? But you've got to respect the fact that I disagree with you as well. You know? It works 2 ways. Not nice to be told what my ancestors did or didn't do. Right? This is not a pissing contest. Are you forgetting what I am sacrificing to speak out about? Why would I risk my way of life speaking up on behalf of fellow human beings if all the while I think you are white wankers? Really? And that's it. I don't even know whether I'm going to get a reply to it. Normally I don't reply. Like I say, when I've had people who you could maybe, I'm not even going to presume. I know I've had white people calling me nigger this, that and that, who are probably liberal, but I know I've had black people calling it me as well. You know, I can tell lingually the way they spoke, and I can tell by their icon, just by certain little different things. But I don't presume. I surmise. I don't presume anything. So I just leave them alone with the bad self. But this is different. I've just spent 80 quid on a train ticket. Yeah? I should be working Saturday, but I'm not. I'm now going to go up to Edinburgh. Yeah? I'm going to document all this. I'm going to do the best fucking job I can. And I'm going to speak to as many amazing people as I normally do. And I'm not pissed by any means. Because 99% of the people that comment are fantastic people. So don't think I'm overreacting from the 1.1. But that 0.1 is a contaminant that I can do without. My psyche can do without. When my wife is acting all worried about what I'm doing, she can do without. And it doesn't make the fight any easier when you're pulling each other from within. That guy, the original comment, which I'm still keeping as pinned, I'm not going to unpin it. I'm not apologising for it. Not apologising one bit. It was a bad comment, he said, and I don't agree with that. And I'm not apologising for that because I didn't say it and I wouldn't say it. I was pinning the positivity of that comment. So, you know what? Maybe this is a mistake actually uploading this video, but I'm just letting everyone know now. I'm letting everyone know now. If that's the attitude that I'm going to get, don't expect to reply. He got one there because I feel after what had transpired, something needs to be said. I'm not just going to duck out, and I'm not one of them. Just stick me head under the pillow and just wish it. Oh, no. Because I know the way I reacted to that scenario was honourable. Yeah? Overseen, but I was honourable. So that's why I'm speaking out of sheer honour. But I'm not taking that shit off anybody. And I don't care. If he wants to get his own page and go through what I've gone through on a nightly basis to make these videos, to have sleepless nights thinking what I'm going to talk about, thinking, am I doing the right thing, thinking, why has my child now got to go to a babysitter Saturday because I'm going to fucking Edinburgh? No, he doesn't know about that, but he can call people pieces of shit. He can call my ancestry. These are the worst comments, the ones that pull you down from inside, not the ones from outside. The crab in the bucket scenario. So if he wants to carry on that shit, unsub, because you're better off out of it. Because if you're going to trigger over a summit like that, and if you're going to misconstrued, and if you're going to piss on all 60 videos that I've put there, in the context I've put it in, and articulated it the way I have, and if you're going to misconstrue that because of something someone else has said, when I've tried to pinpoint the positivity in it within his comment, then I'm shutting this shit down. I'm done. Because this is a battle I ain't fighting. I ain't fighting this. But I don't mean to say I want everyone to, better not criticise. No, if you want to criticise me, criticise me. But there's ways of doing it. Not like that. Not like that. I've took criticism on there and I've answered to criticism. I don't mind that. That's what the comments are there for. But not to call me ancestry, not to say that I should get out the country, and not to start going on about mine. What the fuck are you on about? So this is wrong. And I'm not in this fight to fight for people that are going to do that to me. I'm fighting for human beings. We're all human beings. Don't fall into that bullshit just over one stupid little comment that I hope he kind of replies to. Maybe he's just put his head up. I don't know. So I say again, I apologise for merely agreeing with 99.999% of his comment, which was thoroughly frigging wholesome. And that's it. So this is Red Pill Phil. I'm not angry, I'm not pissed off, I'm just animated. Because pricks like this don't see the sacrifices that the likes of Tommy, that the likes of everyone else is actually doing. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to put myself with Tommy, because I'm not the one who has to walk around filming myself. I'm not the one who's getting attacked. I'm not the one who's getting Piers Morgan live on TV, slagging me off all. So I'm nowhere near him. But I'm getting a sense of through the comments of people on the inside trying, all this stupid shit. So, I'm going to do it. I'm going to cool down. I'm going to go to work tomorrow. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get on my decks in a bit, yeah? And I'm just going to blow this off. Because I know this ain't representative to everyone else out there. So I'm going to blow it off. Tomorrow, different mindset. I'm going to get my ass on it. I'm going to shoot a video in regards to the march. Now, I don't know. Because this video that I'm going to upload, because I am going to upload it, I don't care what happens now. If I get a load of shit through uploading this, I get it. I don't care. And every time I get a load of shit that I feel is unjust, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to upload another video and I'm going to try and articulate it. And I'm going to try and navigate myself through it. And verbally slap people that do this to me when I've done nothing wrong. When I'm physically, financially, morally, spiritually going out my way to speak up for this dickhead. You know what I mean? Does he want to explain to my kid why I'm not going to be here sat there? No, he's not going to do that, is he? No, he's going to call me a piece of shit. He's going to call me ancestor. And he wants me out of the country. Nice one, mate. Cheers for that. I'm glad you've unsubbed because I don't need people like you subbing. That's one number I don't need. So, Red Pill Phil, thank you again to everyone who subscribed to my channel. And I hope you resonate with what I am saying. Yeah? He obviously doesn't. So, if you don't, and from this video you feel you want to unsub, no problem. No problem at all. I'm not one to take, bear grudges and see me ass and oh shit. No, I'm not. I'm only doing that because that was quite hurtful. So I've got to do it. Got to do it. And I've got this medium here. And I'm not going to fight for everyone else and allow people to say things like that to me. Like I say, I can take it from people of my own colour because I know they're full of shit. But when he's got everything so twisted up like that, that's harder. So I'm sorry if you feel that, oh, maybe you shouldn't be doing this. I'm on it half an hour. This is the longest freaking video I've ever shot, I think. So, we'll see. Chances are I am going to upload it, though. Because I've got to say something. So, Red Pill Phil, whether you like, whether you subscribe, whether you unsubscribe, the choice is yours. Yeah? As a famous northern game show host would say, no like it, no light it. Okay? So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks to everyone who's sticking with me. Thanks for everyone who's resonating. Cheers. You stay safe. Stay safe and be careful. Nice one. Thank you.